then he's got some weight to throw around.
LeBron's gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4.
And guys, you know, we've had some all-star game shootouts over the years, but really nothing compares to what we saw last year. The teams combined for 321 points. That's just mind-boggling.
Now here's Towns. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And
get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pass.
And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin our second quarter.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star Game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up for the second quarter of basketball.
All-Stars ball.
On the court for the West All-Stars. Russell Westbrook out there with Harden. Then there's Towns, and it's Durant, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
We've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Offensive rebound. The kick outside to Butler. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Butler's got his first basket of the night. Clark, confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, no question about it. Like they say on the playground, scoreboard.
And that one's good.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And the East All-Stars call time here. A big group substitution here for the East. Drummond's checked in for Gasol. LeBron comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. George is checked in for Butler. And it's Lowry in for Kemba Walker. Lowry passes to George. And he's good on the 3-ball.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual legitimacy.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
And what a show Russell Westbrook put on a year ago at the All-Star game. I mean, you could tell early on that he was looking to take over and leave his mark.
Pass to Harden. Feeds to Gasol. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Gasol!
Gasol's got his first basket.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Drummond dishes to James. He kicks it to Lowry. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Well, and Westbrook, Greg, in that All-Star game did take over. He ended up with 41 points in about 25 minutes played, Clark.
Yeah, he got 28 shots up to get to that 41, but it was quite clear he was on a mission in that game, and he was surely the star of the show.
Shot on the wing, and it's good off the glass. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Got that one quick. 6 points for Kyle Lowry.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Durant with a wide open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Durant's got a pair of triples in the second now for the West All-Stars. Nobody near George. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. George has got 8 points. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
And Commissioner Silver taking a bold stance on sports betting. I mean, going into last season, he wrote that op-ed piece saying that it needs to be legalized federally and basically brought into the light of day.
The East making a switch. Wade's checked in. Griffin attacking. Here's Davis, and that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
And here's the East, trailing by 13. And for Commissioner Silver arguing for legalized sports betting, that's a major reversal from what most sports commissioners Clark had said in the past.
Yeah, you know, I like his open-mindedness, not just about that issue, but a number of issues that confront the league. And, you know, he's right in regards to the gambling. With the internet, people are making these bets anyway, so it makes sense for the league to take a look at it.
Lillard misses. And here are the East All-Stars now. And George, here we go. From deep. Can't get it to go. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And Lillard kicks to Harris. Here's Davis. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
James wide open. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Davis. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And Kevin, plays like that really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Wade from outside. That's good. Wade's got 8.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Harris misses.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
From deep, George, and he gets the bucket. And now just a 4-point West All-Star lead. Lillard, right side, and stolen by LeBron. And the first half comes.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you for joining us live inside. Half that could go down to the wire.
Wow, Ernie, well said. Anyway, the game has been pretty close up to this point, but there's going to be a...
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to...
And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
You've got Kemba Walker. LeBron James is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. From deep, LeBron. And Curry pulls it down.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Knocks it loose. They double team Curry. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Big hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have crossed the barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Another miss by LeBron.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Curry passes to Davis. And it's Harris off the drive. Here's Towns. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
And that one's good by Butler.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Walker. Here's Towns.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
And the East All-Stars all-time here. One guy has been getting it done is prime time.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
Pau Gasol's checked in for the East. Batum comes in for LeBron. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Kevin Durant's checked in for Davis. Chandler Parsons comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Harden in for Harris. Curry kicks to Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's 12 points for Kevin Durant. Outside, Walker fires the 3. That is good.
They came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly. Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And that one's good by Butler.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
They sure did, Greg. And I like the fact they never put their chin in their chest when they were down early. I mean, they were down big early. They were composed, and they never got desperate and stayed within themselves. Very impressive.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And that one's good. Wilson.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? He really has to take his time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Harden kicks to Westbrook. Parsons against Walker. Parsons' shot is off.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Westbrook dishes to Parsons. He feeds it to Harden. Shot to stop the run, and he sinks the layup. Harden's got his first 2 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And that's a nice exchange. Between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Walker against Westbrook. Shoots the three. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 8 here in the quarter.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense. Step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Outside Westbrook. Back to Parsons. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Parsons got his first points of the night.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Now the East All-Stars with it. Leading by 5. From deep, Walker. Good. Walker's got 11 in the second half.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Westbrook with the bucket.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Batum for 3, and the basket good. Batum's got the lead up to 8 now for the East All-Stars.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And it's Durant missing. Batum passes it up, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
You know what?
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pass.
We've been having a great time here. We hope you have been to the All-Star Game. Coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Griffin. Curry is out there with Harris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Davis in power forward. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. Here are the East All-Stars. Shot's good by Butler.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Davis setting the pick for Harris. They double him with James. And so here are the West All-Stars. To the left side wing. Curry kicks to Harris. Just 4 to shoot. And the three ball is good. Harris has got 32 points.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Thomas against Curry. And again, Isaiah Thomas.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. Well, I'll tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for the East. Harris outside. Fires for 3. Good. Harris has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the West All-Stars.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
James sets the screen for Antetokounmpo. Harris against Wade. For three. The shot will not go. Now the West All-Stars the other way.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
James kicks to Wade. And there's the pass to Thomas. Shoots from the elbow. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Harris. He's on the trifecta. Harris has got 41.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
Always simple math. That's that UNLV education coming to play. He knows all about that as well. Most of his points have been three-point shots.
Come on now. We got calculus at our school.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. From deep three-point range. There's the feed to Leonard. Here's the three. And Harris gets it to go on the assist from Leonard. 44 points for prime time.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit. Way too many shots in close. And he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. He wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
And the East All-Stars call time here. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what head coach of the East All-Stars said to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here's Harris. And it's all evened up. Harris has got 47 points.
What's happening to him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Here's Walker. Feeds it to Drummond. Tries again. And the layup is good.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
Outside Curry. Towns dishes to Harris. To take the lead. And that one's good. Harris has got 50 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Walker against Curry. Walker's shot is off.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense is all there.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They trail by 3. There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. And the East with some changes. Millsap comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Butler in for Thomas. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Good on that shot. And with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Kemba Walker. It's Davis on the wing. And stolen by Butler. From 12 feet out, it's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. And we'll get a look at how the Hustle-Stat game has been going for the East All-Stars.
Boy, they're hounding, harassing them at the defensive end. Very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Timeout called East All-Stars.
Get ready for yours.
They trail by 2. 1:35 left in the game. Outside, George. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Curry's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Harris from beyond the arc and then some. Harris has got 58.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might...
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
And Walker kicks to George. To halt the run, and it's George again missing. Here's Curry with the 3, and that's going to be a travel.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had one for the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
And stolen by Harris. Here's Curry. Kicks it to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Up and in on the layup.
Anthony Davis.
And now a 9-point West All-Star lead.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And how about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First team foul.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Defensive foul, Isaiah Thomas. That's his first personal foul. Second
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
at the line for 2.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Substitution on the court. Timeout East All-Stars.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They're behind by 8. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's LeBron off the inbound, and good, he nails it.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Tipped away, stolen by Walker. They get it back. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Taking 2 shots.
And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Here's James. Towns with the steal. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
A 3-ball. Buries it from outside.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Outside Butler. There's the 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
On the free throw, no good.
Timeout, West All-Stars.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
That'll be a 5-second call. And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often. But they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
And guys, you know that during the last timeout, the guys are all reminding each other, hey, we don't have any left. What a huge error.
Certainly, Greg, not one we see very often, but it does happen. His mind was diverted on other things, I guess. Not the timeout situation for sure. So a close game sees the West All-Stars taking this one.
And for the West, that's 2 All-Star victories in a row and 5 wins in the last 6 years. It's been a dominant decade in this event for the Western Conference. Probably a fitting illustration, guys, of where the majority of the talent is in the league these days.
Incredibly deep, you're right, and it shows.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And this year's All-Star Game, another classic in a long history of tremendous All-Star games. And we've got some highlights to show you of one performer tonight who stood out, earning the honors of All-Star Game MVP. It was lights out shooting.